my channel. This is Wendy, live from Taiwan. In today's episode, I like to share with you what I do in a day or in 14 days inside the quarantine hotel. This episode is especially focusing on the sports element, because sports is something you can do inside the quarantine hotel, but once you develop the good habit, you will be able to bring it outside to the real world and use it on a daily basis. So in today's episode, I'd like to share with you part 1, how I plan out the day so that I have time to do the sports and why a certain time is better than the other. Then in part 2, I will share with you the different kind of sports that I have considered, from meditation, yoga, Pilates, HIIT, hardcore cardio workout, and to some fun Latin dance. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Rise and shine, everyone! In those 14 days quarantine time, I try to look into my regular daily life schedule and build up an exercise plan that I can do not only inside the hotel room, but also bring it with me back to the real life.
And as you exhale, imagine this light of love expand from your heart area to fill
7 to 7:30, I try to do the mind exercise, meaning that I sit down to do meditation. And then 7:30 to 8 o'clock, I start to do the stretch to make sure that my head is stretched, my shoulder is relaxed, my whole body is stretched. So I'm ready to take in the whole day. Alright, so I just finished my new morning routine of meditation half hour and yoga half hour. So now let's go to do the third new morning routine that I have, which is taking a cold shower. Cold shower really helps to refresh your mind, to really get you ready to welcome the new day. And here comes the cold shower. Then comes the afternoon. Afternoon is when I dedicate to the high intensity exercise. To do this high intensity sport, timing is important because you want to make sure that it's at least 2 or 3 hours after your lunch, and also 1 hour before your dinner, because only then will your body be able to really burn the calorie as opposed to still digesting food. So, given that I had my lunch at 1 o'clock and dinner usually at 6 o'clock. Oh, if you want to check out my eating schedule, please check out my previous video, link above. That brings me to an ideal golden time to do high intensity sports at 4 to 5 p.m. And of course, based on your schedule, whether you're in quarantine, working from home, or later on going back to the office, you can use this calculation and find your golden time. Then in the evening time, usually around 2 hours after dinner, so around 8 o'clock, I try to do some moderate level of cardio such as dancing, Zumba, better yet, some activities that I can do while binge watching Netflix, such as hula hoop. But just make sure that you start to wind down or even cool down 1 hour before you go to sleep. I typically go to sleep at 11 o'clock, so I make sure that by 10 o'clock I am completely cooling down, which is going to help with a good night's sleep. So inspired by my coworker, I also use the quarantine 14 days and try out various kind of sports and also explore within the sports which program I like the most. Here are my takes. So meditation first. There are two major categories for meditation, or at least if you go to a YouTube video during quarantine time, you can find one is purely music. So they play the music for 10 minutes to 30 minutes and you sit there, you meditate. This is good for people who are experienced. Then the second category of meditation is then the guided meditation. Oh, there's more to it. Under the guided meditation, there are 3 different types. First one is more technique focused. You breathe in, you breathe out, breathe in and breathe out, breathe in and hold. 3, 2, 1 and breathe out. This to me was great for the first time or the second time, but then afterwards, I feel that I wanted more, which led me to the second type, the visual type. The visual type is the guided meditation that provides you, imagine the blue sky, imagine the mountains, imagine you standing there with the bright red dress, something like that. But it does provide you an imagination that you can really do a free-flowing and follow through for the next 10 to 30 minutes. Then the third type is, my favorite, the guided one, but give you a topic to think about. What I like about this meditation is that it provides me a topic. What do you appreciate the most from a person close to you? How do you imagine your future? I like those topic-driven meditation because it also helped me to reposition my day better, especially when I think about later on when I go back to work. This will be the meditation that I want to continue to follow every day. Then we come to my second morning light exercise, yoga. I do this to really stretch my body out because the rest of the day that I'm sitting here watching TV, watching computer, I'm becoming very stiff. I don't really have a flexible body. So starting the day with even the smallest stretch of the head, shoulder, and the whole body really opens up your body and it gives you a bright perspective. So far, it's been 13, 14 days because I'm leaving today that I like it because it's really stretching and I feel good about myself. But I'm just a beginner. There are various levels of yoga that you can try out. I would say during quarantine time, if you're trying out yoga for the first time, try to go with a beginner or morning stretch one because the YouTube video still cannot replace the live session where the teacher corrects your posture. In the afternoon, let's talk about the high-intensity sports. 2 high-intensity ones. One is the HIIT program, cardio plus strength, that I've tried out. And the second one, I'm a loyal fan, is those fitness challenge program. And Chloe Ting is my top pick because she's fun and I like the challenge and the intensity of her sport. Usually, I dedicate 1 hour for the sports, but each video is usually around 10 to 15 minutes. So quite easy to start picking them up. You don't have to do the whole 1 hour the first time, but you can first watch the 10 minutes and the next day add on to the second one to slowly increase the intensity. And those fitness challenge programs, I like it a lot because it focuses on different parts of your body. Finally, the last category, the medium intensity sports, are the cardios, which for me is mostly dancing. They say that people who love to dance are the happiest group of people, and I truly believe in that. Pick an instructor, pick a program that focus on the fun atmosphere, dancing or cardio, that will really lighten up your mood for the evening. Almost feel like you are having your own party during the quarantine time in the hotel room. And that is all for today. I hope you liked today's episode and wrote down a few things that you want to try out, the different kind of sports or a different kind of schedule throughout the day. If you try out any of the tips in this video, make sure that you leave a comment down below and share with me how was your feeling and if you have any suggestion. And also make sure that you click on the subscribe button down below and turn on the notification. I will see you next time.